me give you my thinner side. What a beautiful day that Adonai has provided for us. I want to thank all of the members of the congregation here, as well as all of its capable leadership. Most appreciation going to Dr. Larry Cantor and his lovely wife Kathy, who have patronized and supported the phase one of a three-phased biblical garden on your beautiful campus here on San Jose Boulevard. Certainly, today is a highlight for Goldie, and my comments have to do with how she has personally impacted my life. My wife Rachel and I arrived here just a little over 3 years ago. We had a small, struggling little congregation up the road, and we have very, very deep roots in the Hebrew heritage. I was an archaeologist in Israel for 25 years, and so I'm very connected to the land. So when we found that actually there are 3 or 4 congregations up and down the San Jose Boulevard, we came to the closest one we could find, walked through the doors, and the first person that we met representing this wonderful congregation was Goldie, with the greatest smile. And in those days it wasn't COVID, so the little hugging was going on as well. If you know Goldie, she is a warm-hearted and huggy type person. She welcomed Rachel and I, invited us to so many of your special activities, including I think the 72nd, 75th anniversary of the birth of Israel. It was place packed out. She invited us to be a special part of that and made us feel so welcome. Dr. Larry Cantor actually put up the money, believe it or not. He put up the money to hire a Christian pastor for up the street. Now, because he had such a heart, he didn't want to see any house of worship suffering, and that speaks very highly of his commitments and his passions. Thank you, Dr. Cantor. You're standing here at phase one. This is a very small collection. There's going to be 11 species. Please notice all of the botanical signage that are throughout this little park. It'll give you the common name of the species, its Latin binomial scientific name. It will give you actually a passage from the Tanakh or the Torah where that particular tree is identified. The tree that we are planting today in honor of Goldie, we'll call it Goldie's tree, actually is a date-bearing palm. It is a Phoenix sylvestre, and it will have dates even this year. And be careful how you ask if you want a date. I already had one of the ladies from my congregation come up and ask if she could have a date. By the way, I want to welcome so many of you that are from Christ the Messiah. I know that you are very aware of how we have prayed for this congregation in their search for a new rabbi and a leadership. That somehow we could play a small role of creating some inspiration, even if it's on the outside, and I think that's happening. From what I am understanding, it's a beautiful campus, and it's becoming even more beautiful every day. Goldie, we are delighted to be able to put this palm in your honor. There are going to be 11 species in this phase one. 8 of those species are mentioned in Deuteronomy 8:8. They are the special species laid aside by Adonai as a means of sustaining his chosen people. And there will be that species, all 8 species will be represented in this garden. Along with that, there'll be 3 additional species from which you can create your own lulavs for the Feast of Sukkot, or the Feast of Tabernacles. So all of those species will be in this park. So the 8 species in Deuteronomy, and then in the book of Numbers, the species for the lulav. It's an honor. I want you to know I've been motivated to do biblical gardens since I became the 3rd president of the Biblical Botanical Garden Society in 1999. I'm the 3rd president. It was established by an Orthodox Jewess by the name of Shirley Pensive Seidel from Seattle, Washington. We became friends, and we have remained friends through all these years. We prayed together, loved on each other, helped her through what was supposed to have been fatal cancer. She has survived and doing well, and we have remained friends. And she knows that this is happening today, and so I want to make sure that I mention her by name. In closing, I want you to know I've been informed by three different Jewish botanical scholars and biblical scholars: Michael Zohari, Plants of the Bible; Irene Jacob from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that has currently the largest biblical botanical garden collection in the entire United States at Temple Rodif Shalom in Pittsburgh, and her book, Plants of the Bible and Their Uses. And the last is a beautiful Jewish farmer. She's been farming for years, called Seeds of Transcendence by Joanne Gardner. Two of them are friends. Irene has now passed on, but her husband was the former rabbi of that congregation, and we have remained dear friends. Thank you so much again for coming out on this beautiful day, this given Adonai given day. And I want to thank again, Larry, thank you so much for the confidence. It's been 2.5 years trying to get this going, and to all of the leadership, and been working well with Jean Myers, and been working really well with, I really enjoy working with Ellen. She's not just a good worker, she's an experience. She's like an episode. So she is a wonderful gal. We've enjoyed working with her. And again, I'd like to introduce in closing our biblical botanical garden leaders. I think they're here. Lynn, where are you?
His back hurts. He's
oh yeah, okay. Well, this is his lovely wife, Debbie Zafke, and Lynn they're the directors of our biblical botanical garden. So what we're expecting is when we dedicate ours, we're kind of expecting that some of you will come up and step on some goy land. Thank you so much, and Adonai bless you.